Hello, this is Horace Huff, and this is One on One. My parents are from the Carolinas, and when I was younger, I remember that a hurricane went through. It went through South Carolina, went through North Carolina, and it was time for us to go down and visit my grandparents. So when we are in the car traveling down south, I see all the trees are bent in one direction. I see some trees have been uprooted. I see things looking crazy all around. I mean, devastation all over the place. But there was one thing I noticed. The grass was still there. And I wondered, how in the world is the grass still here when things that have been around much longer, these trees, which are so deeply rooted, and all the news that we hear about trees, I mean, they're bending, but the grass was fine. So I get out the car and I walk up to one of these trees and I'm looking at it, and right next to it I see the grass, and believe it or not, the grass starts talking to me. The grass says, "Hey, I see that you're curious about why we are still standing whereas the tree isn't." I said, "Yes." He said, "You want to know why are we still standing and those other trees are bent over and can't get back up?" I said, "You're right, Mr. Grass. I am absolutely curious." The grass said, "Well, listen, here's something that my wife and I and all of my little children of grass learned. You have to be able to bend. When the wind and the storms and everything else come, not only do you have to be rooted, you have to be able to bend. It's only then that you are able to move back and forth. Standing strong and standing like you can't move is only considered strength in certain environments, but real strength is the ability to bend and then snap back." To you who may be watching and you're trying to figure out how you're going to navigate work tomorrow, you're trying to figure out how you're going to deal with what's going on with your bosses or with your colleagues, and the pressure of life is coming down on you. You don't know what tomorrow even holds for yourself and your employment, maybe for your children, for school, whatever it is. Here's what I will tell you. I don't know whether the storms are going to come or they're not, but make sure that you stay deeply rooted and that you bend. The Bible tells us that the storm is going to come whether or not you build your house on the sand or you build your house on the rocks. The question is, who stands after it's all over? And that's for us, that's those of us who are anchored in the Lord. Stay anchored and be all right with bending every now and then, but only so that you can stand back up straight in the end. God bless.